everybody? Welcome back to Tech Reacts, where every beat counts. My name is Matt Tech. The High Ren video got so much reception, and shout out to all you renegades who are telling me more about Ren's story, introducing me to a bunch of resources to learn more about him and his music and his story and his background. And for the long list of music that you have added to my list, thank you so much for showing up and for being here. You are welcome here. We're going to continue with Ren, and there are a lot of recommendations, but the next most requested one was the Tale of Jenny and Screech, and apparently it's a trilogy. The videos are about 13 minutes long, so going to be a longer reaction video. I assume that you folks on the Renegade train are used to watching longer reactions given Ren's repertoire. But we're going to jump into this. Before we do, don't forget to subscribe so that you know when we have a video come out. And without further ado, we're going to rock and roll with the Tale of Jenny and Screech. Here we go. It's a Christmas song. He's a great guitar player. Is he gonna do this whole thing in one take? Did you notice that the opener was a Christmas song? Listen to it real closely. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Cool. Is he gonna do this live in one take?
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in London City. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bogging her and making her so scared. Sirens sounded in the distance to the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. A poor girl Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed.
That was a really cool line. That's aggressive. It's a pretty messed up 14-year-old to be mugging somebody. That whole cold night, liquid nitrogen, that was a really cool line.
On your purse, your phone. Don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch. Are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath.
Did he cut her down? Oh no, a 14-year-old kid? Okay.
It was a quiet, dark night in an empty street somewhere in another city. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked here about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
There's that augmented chord again. He likes doing those. Obviously it's like the story's not over yet. It's not fully resolved, but almost dreamy like state. So when you watch older movies and they do that thing where it's like boo, 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 and it flashes back or like goes to another part of time or a part of the story that's it's more relevant. There's always kind of that dreamy effect. That dreamy effect is just chromatically progressing augmented chords to have more of that spacey effect. It's very cool. He just did one there. Okay, so we got a 14-year-old named James, goes by Screech. On drugs. He said he was smoking ganj with the boys. Jenny's just walking home and he wants to mug her, and he like loses his mind and ends up cutting her down with a knife apparently that can cut through concrete. But he said she escaped. So did Jenny, because he said that Jenny found a place to sleep, I guess she escaped. But he also said that it's a shame. Why is it a shame that she escaped? Okay. So the next one is called Screech. I'm assuming we're going to find out who Screech is. Okay, let's go. This is Screech. He's back on the nylon strings. He wasn't on the last video. Very cool. He's throwing in some 7 chords that are very neat. That means that it's either a major or minor chord adding the 7th to that. Sounds cool. Whenever he plays it and you kind of have this, ooh, that was neat. It's usually like a 7 or a 9 added to these major minor chords. I actually want to listen to that again. That was very pretty. This one. That one. And then there's one more. Nice. Oh, cool. Oh my gosh. And he's doing it while walking and... Wow. Okay.
Our story, it starts right at the end. At the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben.
Oh.
Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
That was cool. Huh. Guy's really talented. Okay, so Screech ran into the night. He's playing this waltz. A waltz is just a three. He's playing this waltz-like thing. Okay, Screech ran. I like to know. It was really, really cool.
Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate, with something far more sinister in mind that does away.
Oh.
Hey, babe, are you in? Now, nothing really, I'm just a bit tired, listen. Can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes!
Is he Screech right there? Because he goes from like heavy breathing. What 14-year-old has a girlfriend that lives by herself that he could go over to? This young man has lived. Screech has lived a troubled life. Okay, so he tried to get in with Patrick. He couldn't get in. He tried to get in with his girlfriend. She obviously said no. Now what?
Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night.
Oh boy.
The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue light.
Oh no.
Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who said I 6 foot 3. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness. How about this camera guy? Is he Samuel? It said a Samuel in Ren video. Is that his camera guy, Samuel? Samuel's playing as much of a part as Ren is. Holy crap. A very troubled 14-year-old young man, especially defining himself as the ender of men, facing up against the cops with a blade. Bro had to be high on something. It definitely just wasn't ganj. Because, look, former pothead from college, all right? Christian, thank you, Jesus, today. Haven't done it in a very, very, very long time, but I know one thing that stuff doesn't make you do. It doesn't make you do that. So there was something else going on. Okay, so Richard is the police officer. I like that he gave him a name. And he fired 4... God, this guy can tell a story, man. And visually, too. Unbelievable.
Our story, it ends right at the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying 1 street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. 2 bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
Another one? There it is. So Screech and Jenny are both dead. Okay. Someone alive? Cool. wow. Very Baroque sounding. Nice. Let's go, Eric Johnson. Yeah. Nice. Uh-oh. He's in D minor again. Like in high ren.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstained sheets, Our Lady weeps, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale.
Violet's Tale. Oh my goodness! Didn't we just talk about this? Didn't we just talk about it? How in the movie, if you like go back, the whole like rewind thing, you do this chromatic progression of augmented chords, and he just did it. Whoa! Who's Violet? Is Violet the one bleeding, or did Jenny survive? Getting ready. Oh wow, that's cool. Cool.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent starts. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew.
Oh my gosh.
Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick.
Okay, so Violet, I guess we'll find out how she's related to Jenny and Screech. Okay, Violet grew up in an abusive home. He made that very clear. She moved out at 16, met a boy named Sneed. Did you say Sneed? And he was not a nice boy? So what do you say? Did you say his name was Sneed? So she moved out at 16 in an apartment paid for by a welfare scheme?
At 16, a semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy
Tesco, is that like a gas station or a grocery store in the UK?
named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet, she fell far.
He said she's a silent girl a bunch of times. At least 3 times by now.
Shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet, she fell fast. See, Stevie was a wrong un, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took her tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark.
So now Stevie's the one abusing her. Poor girl.
She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
Wow. There's not a whole lot of like there's not a whole lot of memorable melody like you would find in a typical chorus going on. But the way that he tells these stories and the melodies that he uses are extremely creative. It just like captivates me because it's not usually whenever there's some sort of spoken word or storytelling to music, it can get quite bland. His is not, and he's keeping the melody fresh so that you actually don't know what's coming next. You have no idea what he's about to sing. And that's kind of what keeps you. I mean, I don't feel like I've been watching this for 11 minutes, but it's very, very cool to listen to.
Out a charmer. Every night he took a tie, but never left the room. History repeats itself. He'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance.
Yeah, that echo going up into the stairwell is very cool. If you actually turn up your headset, you can hear his voice echoing throughout the top of that. It's very cool, especially those high notes, because high frequencies move faster. So it kind of moved up and down like a giant echo. It was very cool. If he would have sung low notes there, the echo would have basically hit the ceiling and stopped. But because high notes have a faster frequency, they go faster and they bounce right back down, causing that more echo. So if you're standing in a stairwell, sing something really high like this, and you'll hear the echo, and then do like this, and you won't hear anything. It's a really cool effect.
Violet, why are you always so quiet? On her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why are you lying to me, Violet? She stays silent, things turn violent.
Again with the silence. Violet is just a quiet person. I really don't like where this is going.
That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood splat, bone crack, knick knack, paddy whack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, detached fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflect to misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I want to do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet.
Oh my goodness, no.
Not one word.
Oh,
she
no.
stays quiet.
He's doing it again. Okay, so he's going to bring us to the present. He started in a hospital bed. He sets the scene, and then he says we need to go back. Then he does this declining chromatic augmented chord thing. No, he did it. He came up. He went, so he started low, came up high. Now he's going high to low, indicating that he's bringing us back to the current time. Stevie beat the crap out of her. What does this have to do with Jenny and Screech, though? Dark chords. Not a happy ending.
London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Or Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or a miracle, It happened on these very streets, two twins are lying side by side. A girl named Jenny
Oh no.
and a boy named Screech.
Oh my gosh. Excuse me a moment. Um okay. So Violet was pregnant. Jenny and Screech are her twins, her children. But then why would Screech not know who Jenny is and Jenny not know who Screech is? Unless, like, given the circumstances of their birth, were they separated when they went into, I don't know what the UK's version of foster care is, but here in America, foster care is not great. Is it possible that they were separated and actually never knew each other, and that's, or was Screech just so out of it? But I would assume that Jenny would have said something too, like, Screech, you're my brother, or something like that. Why are you doing this? But there was no indication that they knew each other at all. Does he say anything during Jenny about, like, Screech having a recognizable face or anything? Did he drop a little hint that I didn't catch up on? What a story. We know little about Jenny. Screech is a very troubled young man. Very possible that without a father and a mother, he probably could have become the product of not having those positive influences in his life and went down the wrong road, surrounded himself. I think it did say that he didn't have good company or something. Okay. By far the heaviest one as far as storytelling goes that you guys have suggested. His way of telling a story and being able to sing it. He did have a little bit of a hook to remember. London City, far from pretty. What is it? 1005. That part was more spoken than sang, but it did have a little bit of a melody to it. He kept coming back to it. It's pretty incredible that he can do this just in one take. Wonder how many times it took him. Okay, we're gonna keep going down Ren. I don't know if I'm emotionally ready for more Ren though, guys. So be gentle with me because this is my first exposure to this guy, and it can be a little much. So, but thank you for the suggestion. Looking forward to more. Subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.